It's floor plan reading time. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Today officially kicks off our mini readings for fall. I actually run this promotion every year in the fall. If you go back to my older videos, you'll see some of the ones that I did, but what I do is I offer up free mini readings here on the YouTube channel until the end of the year. So if you would like to partake in this and have your floor plan read, all you have to do is go over to my website at gatesinteriordesign.com, and there's a pop-up that pops up that says free energy reading, and you just put in your name and your email address, and then what you'll do is you'll get a booklet, and the booklet explains what to do, how to drop your floor plan and where to send it. So if you're interested in that, go on over there and sign up for it. All right, so the first person that we have up is Rochelle. Just a quick side note, for those who do send in your plan, you just have to come over here. I'm going to put these up once a week, so I haven't decided if it'll be Monday or Wednesday, but it'll be one of the days, so you can come back, and I will not be giving the full name, but I will be showing the floor plan so that you know if it's yours or not, in case there's two Rochelles watching and you don't know who it is. So let's see, Rochelle sent in her floor plan. This is a plan that she and her husband are about to buy. So a couple of things, Rochelle, that are likely going to show up. The biggest issue is there's a pretty big missing piece in your wealth area, so you're probably going to maybe have some financial issues. You may feel like money is coming in and going right back out. And just a side note, whenever I read a floor plan, I always start with the top 5 disruptors. And so if you're new to the channel and you don't know what the hell those are, be sure to go back to my previous videos. I have a ton of them on the top 5 disruptors where I talk about the top 5 things to look at in a home. It's always where I start. So this one, the entry, that's always the first one that I look at. It looks great. I don't know what's going on the outside of the entry. You know, one of the things that you want to look at, this looks like it is going to be a condo of some sort. So you always want to make sure that you take a look at the approach to the condo. You know, like say you park your car in the parking garage. What happens after you get out of your car and get to your condo? What is that pathway like? Is it treacherous? You know, is it complicated? Is it fairly easy? Is it frustrating? So those are some energy things that you're going to want to take into consideration. But you've got 2 big missing pieces. One, excuse me, along the front, which could affect just overall clarity, like knowledge, overall wisdom of things. But the money one is going to be pretty big. You've got a big chunk in the back there, so that could definitely lead to some financial issues. The other thing is that you've got your bedroom at the front there, and so you know that could create some instability. I'm going to assume that on the other side of the bedroom wall there is probably a hallway, so they're deeming that as the master bedroom. So you know that could show up with mood swings. You could have an inability to sleep. I would say insomnia. If you are prone to insomnia, this could definitely have some effect on you if there's a lot of movement going on the other side of your bedroom. You have to remember, when we're talking about chi, it's all energy, it's movement. So a bedroom is all about rest. It's all about, you know, finding refuge and being able to go to a place where you can rest and relax. And so if you've got an area that's for rest and relaxation, and just on the other side of the wall is a hallway where there's a lot of movement, that could affect that synergy of energy. Make sense? The other thing is that it looks like one of the bathrooms is up against the kitchen. So, you know, that would be something that I would pay attention to. That could create some health effects, could cause some health issues. But other than that, I mean, overall, I think I would just pay attention to the bedroom location and overall sleep patterns and money. You know, your dining room is beautiful. It's stunning. It's in a great place in the condo. That would be a great place where you could place a mirror to recapture some of those funds. And the bedroom in the back, you know, that's another thing, is I would be careful where they have the bed puts you out of command, which is another top 5 disruptor. So if you're out of command and you've got energy hitting you, guess what? Insomnia again. The biggest challenge with both of the bedrooms, this is a 2-bedroom condo, and so the biggest problem with both of these bedrooms is they're compromised. The master bedroom is at the front of the house, so that's going to cause some issues, and the one in the back, if you're out of command, you'll definitely want to fix that, like you can use a crystal or something. But the other side, you know, then that puts your headboard on, looks like the other side of a fireplace. So that could be an issue because that's going to create heat in the body. So those are, you know, factors that you're going to want to take into consideration. You have to look at your own personal chi. I have videos on that as well. But if you have really strong chi and you really take care of yourself, those are things that may not affect you. But if you're highly stressed and you're constantly in fight or flight, your adrenals are taxed, your liver is taxed, these are the types of things that can take you and send you over the edge. Overall, I would say be cautious. The overall energy of the house could put a strain on your marriage. It could put a strain on your finances, and it could put a strain on overall health. So I don't know if you've already purchased this property or not, if this is something that you're considering, but these are some things that you might want to take into consideration and think about your own personal chi and how you feel and how your spouse feels. You know, if those are some of the conditions that I mentioned, if those are things that commonly show up for you, then you're definitely going to want to make some tweaks or maybe not buy the property. All right. Property number 2, we've got Ken. Let's see here. So the first thing that I see is that the front door is a little bit compromised. Again, we're going back to those top 5 disruptors. The first one that we always want to look at is the front door. So the front door is not straight on. It's actually on the side of the house. So whenever we've got a front door that's on the side of the house, that means it could be challenging to find the door. So right off the bat, you may already have confusion. You know, if you have guests that come over to your home and they're confused about where to go, even if it's something that's very obvious to you, it may not be obvious to them, and that matters because they deposit that chi. So that would be something where you would want to definitely make it clear, maybe through plants or a sign, literally, you know, maybe something that's really funny or quirky that you could do to make that clear, to let people know how to get there. The other thing is that the kitchen is actually outside, or, you know, coming towards and out of the front door. This can affect your finances. So, you know, depending on what this house is, I mean, it looks like it's an older home. I don't know what year this was built, but that could definitely, like, your kitchen's halfway in and halfway out. So that may give you the sense that, you know, your finances are coming and going, coming and going. It may cause some stress there. And the other thing is that you've got a bathroom that's right off the kitchen too. And, you know, in Feng Shui, when we're looking at energy, we really want to take a look at how the energies mix and if they mix well. And so traditionally, a kitchen and a bathroom that are right next to each other, those don't mix well. You know, you may think, oh, well, I'm cooking and I'm eating, so I want to go to the bathroom. Well, that's a logical sense, but the thing is that it could affect health because you've got a private space with a public space, and the public space has to do with nutrition. So one is adding to it and the other one is eliminating to it. So does that make sense? The other thing is you might find that there is a lack of privacy, or maybe, you know, that could be why you're attracted to this home. The master bedroom is right off of the front door. You literally look right into the master bedroom. So what's curious about this is that you can see right into the bedroom from the front door, which is lack of privacy. but ironically, the front door is hidden. So this would tell me that you may be a person that is hiding from something, or, I've seen this before with people who have been, something big has happened in their life that maybe was embarrassing, or, they got fired from work, or maybe it was something even bigger where it ended up in the press, or it was, not good stuff that people found out about you. And so you look for a home, you buy a home, and lo and behold, the door is hidden because you don't want to be seen. You're kind of trying to hide, so to speak. And so you may not realize that you're doing that, but simultaneously, with the view of your bedroom, that means that you've been exposed. So I would be curious as to maybe what's showing up in your life, what has happened. Maybe you've been exposed somewhere in your life, or something showed up that maybe was embarrassing, or that you didn't want other people to know about. Or, it could be as simple as maybe you have revealed something to your family and friends that, took a lot of courage for you to do. And, you hoped that it was going to be something that was successful and something that was going to be embraced. And maybe it wasn't. And now you just want to hide. So that's definitely showing up there. And that would actually make sense, because we've also got some, the way that the bedrooms are aligned here, and the way that they're lined up with the front door, that's indicating heartache or something going on with the heart. So maybe your heart is broken, or maybe you've, the experience was just devastating to you, which would break your heart. So I would definitely say that something like that is showing up. You might want to experiment with maybe being in that back bedroom. However, it's quite small, so I'm not sure that you can. And you may be experiencing the way that the bathroom is, the way that the door is. And there's a lot of doors there. Holy cow. So you may be having some intestinal issues, or maybe some digestive issues, and some conflict. So I don't know if the conflict is around being exposed, or if that is around digestion issues, conflict around that. So that's basically what I'm seeing in your plan. The biggest thing would be, I don't know if you have the ability to move the door. That would be my suggestion as an interior designer, so that you're not peering right into your master bedroom. Definitely try to pull that kitchen in. The easiest, fastest way that you could do that would be to use a mirror. And then if you could, the doors, holy wow. It's not a good idea to remove doors, because doors represent voices. But if there's something that you can do in that hallway, probably the best thing would be just to paint them all the same color, just to quiet it down and ease up on the ramifications that could show up there. Alrighty, I hope that helps. All right, next plan. Our next plan comes in from Jamie. Let's see. So the first thing that I see, once again, starting with the front door, we've got a blocking wall, which means you open up the door and you're in a wall. Now, it's not as bad, because the way that the door opens, we would walk in on a diagonal, but that could cause some health issues. It could be that you feel blocked. You could lack supportive people in your life. You could feel blocked in your life. And it could have an effect on your personal chi. You could have some head issues. You could have some respiratory issues, depending on, again, how your personal chi shows up and how you feel. Probably are not going to... The biggest issue here is we've got all the bathrooms are in one location. So again, top 5 disruptors, we look at that front door, we look at the bathrooms, we look at the overall shape. Shape is pretty good. A little bit of a missing piece, but overall shape is good. But the thing is that, again, we've got the kitchen that's halfway in, halfway out, dining room halfway in, halfway out. We've got all the bathrooms in one location. So, I could see that, working hard for little reward, feeling like that money is coming in, going right back out. not having the vision of an eagle, just not being able to climb that mountain. You know, when we look at the ancient text, the I Ching, it tells us all about this idea of knowledge and how it's the ability to climb the mountain and to, you know, have the vision of an eagle. Well, in this plan with your bathroom side by side like that, you're not going to have that ability. You may lack clarity. You may not be able to have that vision and not have the wisdom or the knowledge of what to do. And it could be that, you know, because you're blocked, you don't have the wisdom or the understanding of how to fix it or, you know, what to do next. So this looks like it is an apartment complex. I actually see this a lot with apartments and condos. They have the worst floor plans. They tend to, the architects tend to draw them up based on the space that's available in the building, and they're trying to get as many units as they possibly can. So what that does is it compromises the front door, it compromises the overall shape, and then it compromises how you can place things in there like your bed. The good thing is that both of the beds are in command, so that's fantastic, but I would definitely put some mirrors on the bathrooms of the door and do a ceremony around those just to, you know, prevent that lack of clarity for yourself. And I would also, I would probably put some chimes or something on that door to prevent the ability of feeling blocked and feeling like, you know, you're just slamming into a wall. You have to pay attention, and I'll say this for actually all three of the plans that I've read today. You have to pay attention to the words that you're saying and the things that keep coming up. If you keep saying things like, man, the money's coming right in and going right out, or man, I just can't sleep at night, or, you know, I just feel blocked. Pay attention to the things that you say, because that's what's in your energy field. And without you realizing it, you and your home's energy are communicating. So those are clues as to what needs to be fixed and what is affecting you from propelling forward. Makes sense? All right, everyone. I hope that this helps. Thank you so much to Jamie, Ken, and Rochelle for sending in your plans. If you would like to get a free mini reading, be sure to head on over to my website at gatesinteriordesign.com, and there's a pop-up that comes up and you just submit your information. It gives you the instructions of how to drop a plan and where to send it for a chance to get your plan read here on YouTube. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below, and hey, trust the vibe, because the energy never lies.